Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to repeat general meeting of Baltic Horizon Fund on this day, 21st of December 2023. So this is a repeat meeting of the earlier meeting that we had in December, on the 6th of December, about our new advisory board members. So the first meeting required a very high quorum, and that was not met, so we couldn't make any decisions then. But I'm happy to say that today the quorum has been met. So we will, as a repeat meeting, we will go through the same agenda, and in case of any questions, please let us know. Okay, so on the agenda, we have proposed to refresh our current advisory board that has been in office since the first listing in 2016 and 17, so more than 6 years. And we have tried to get more international experience and also very specific experience to the advisory board. As a reminder, our advisory board is a supplement to the regular supervisory board that we have for the management company. So it's more of a think tank and more of a sort of group of people that we believe that would add some ideas, some value from perspective either of governance, investor relations, also office asset management, but general strategy as well. So as proposed to the investors, we would like to elect a new chairman for our board, Mr. Reimo Hammerberg, an Estonian, also a lot of experience as a supervisory board member in the area. And also being a close advisor of the fund since the beginning in 2009 and 10, when the fund was called Baltic Opportunity Fund. So the second new board member that we proposed for the general meeting of investors is Miss Monica Hammer, a Danish professional, and has been closely involved in generating office layout strategies and office needs for various companies, also in the Baltics, in Vilnius, representing an international architect bureau back then. Also a strong professional, having worked for Colliers International and now for CBRE, which is an international real estate consulting firm. So full access not only to the Baltic, but also Nordic and global market knowledge. So it's all about the trends in the office segment, and for us to also, since we do have office buildings, then to understand what's the future of these office buildings, what's the most reasonable investments that we need to do, and how to make sure that our office portfolio remains attractive on a long-term basis. And then last but not least, Mr. Per Jenster is also a considerable investor in the fund since the beginning, and has also private real estate investments in the Baltics, but a professor and also a long-standing member of various strategic management institutes, and not only in the Baltics, but also in China and Switzerland. So we believe that these people would out of all the candidates that we had elected, would be the best to add value for the management team and for the ongoing strategy in the coming periods. It's a very dynamic situation currently in commercial real estate market, not only in retail segment, but office segment and other segments as well. Then last but not least, David Bergendahl is a current member and also a long-term investor of the fund, and currently for longevity purposes, we have agreed that David will stay on board as well as advisory board member, at least for some period. Also continuously bringing expertise from Swedish real estate scene, and as well being at the board of several listed real estate companies there. So just to go through the formalities of this general meeting. So I have opened the meeting, and with Jana here as a recording secretary, we see that we can move forward with the meeting, and we have also noted, based on the investors that have issued power of attorneys to me, that the meeting can make decisions as well. In this meeting, as in last meeting, we had a quorum which is at least half of all investors need to be present. So in this meeting, the quorum is reached, so that whoever is present in the meeting, then the majority of those investors, if they vote in favor, then the agenda point is passed. So what I can say is that we have several power of attorneys, and we also have a power of attorney from our largest investor, Swedish Church Pension Fund. So with almost a unanimous vote, we have then approved the agenda and voted in favor of the agenda. So I will then read it out. The agenda is of the meeting is to elect Reimo Hammerberg as a member of the supervisory board of the fund for an indefinite period, and pay a remuneration to Reimo for the services in the amount of 16,000 euros per calendar year, and this is a gross amount. No sort of additional taxes that will be, or anything like that, will be added to that. Same is then to decide to elect Monika Hammer as the new supervisory board of Baltic Horizon Fund for an indefinite period, and as a regular member, pay a remuneration on an annual basis of 11,000 euros per calendar year. Then also to elect Per Jenster as a member of the supervisory board of the fund for an indefinite period, and similarly pay an annual remuneration of gross remuneration of 11,000 euros per calendar year. And these positions are to take effect then from the 1st of January 2024, and for an indefinite period decided today. Then last, I would like to officially as well thank for Raivo Vare, Andris Kraunš, and Per Möller for their long-term contribution to the fund during the past 6 years. It's been quite a dynamic period, and and also with this to consider their last day of service being the 31st of December 2023. Therefore, with all the votes recorded, which is roughly about 16-17 million units that have been recorded and received. So based on those votes, I can say that the agenda has been not only approved, but the investors present in this meeting have been in favor of agenda points with as I said, almost a unanimous vote. So all the points have been approved, and after this meeting, a more detailed stock exchange announcement about this resolution will go out on Nasdaq platform. So in that sense, that completes the agenda and also the meeting. But in case of any questions or any, still be happy to answer them if there is anything. Okay, so thank you. No questions. I would like to take this chance then to wish everybody happy holidays. And Baltic Horizons team will also take some time off, but we're ready from early next year to make, I think, additional announcements to the market. So very much looking forward to next year and expect to have quite an exciting year. So once again, happy holidays, and let's be in touch early next year once again.